Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aiman Muner and my metric number is 2218525. Today, I will be presenting an article that is Critical Discourse Analysis News on TikTok, News Reports on TikTok by Yan Lin that is published in 2023, my bad. Let's see about the paper. The article was published in the International Journal of Linguistics. You can see International Journal of Linguistic Literature and Translation, Volume 6, Issue 10, that is page at 71 to 75. And it was written by Yan Lin and published by the Al-Kindi Center for Research and Development. The article used critical discourse analysis or CDA to study on how CNN news clips on TikTok may contain hidden ideological message, even though they appear neutral. Next, let's see the introduction from the article. Before I go further, let me explain what is CDA. CDA, or Critical Discourse Analysis, is a method of analyzing language that focuses on how power, ideology, and social inequality are expressed through communication. It looks at both what is said and what is hidden behind the words. This study used CDA to analyze on how CNN TikTok news clips as TikTok is now a major place where people, especially youth, get their news. So this research asks, are these videos really neutral or do they carry hidden political message? News is often seen as objective and neutral. However, this paper shows that even short-form news, especially on platforms like TikTok, can carry its hidden message. This TikTok is now a major place for people, especially the youth, to consume news. As this study looked at CNN's TikTok clips and used fake clothes CDA model to explore on what kind of ideologies are hidden behind the surface. Next, we will jump to the research objective and the research question. First of all, for the research objective is the goal of this study is to find out if the CNN TikTok news clip are really neutral or not, or if they include hidden political or ideological message. And the study also look at how this bias appears in the language used. There is three main research questions. That is, to what extent do CNN's TikTok news maintain ideological neutrality? How is it objectively linguistically constructed in these short-form news videos? And what implicit ideological cues are embedded in the discourse? So, I would like to present to you about the literature review. First of all, many researchers have used critical discourse analysis to study media language. And Norman Fairclough CDA's model is especially popular because on how it connects text, discourse, and society. And most past studies focus on only newspapers or TV news. But recently, most studies look at the social media, but there are very few that focus on TikTok. So, this article fills that gap by analyzing TikTok news clip from CNN. Next is on the methodology that is used in this article. First of all, these studies use Fairclough's three-dimensional model, that is text analysis, discursive practice, and social practice. First of all, the text analysis looks at the actual words and grammars that used in the news clip. The second is discursive practice, is how studies on how these videos are made, shared, and received by the audience. And the third one is social practice, that examines the larger political or social meanings behind the language that used. And the researcher analyzed 6 short CNN news videos posted on TikTok using a qualitative method. And the goal was to read closely and find any hidden ideological clues. And what is actually the findings from the research? The study found that CNN tries to appear neutral, but the language somehow shows some hidden opinions. For example, the clips often include small words or phrases that create doubt or suggest a negative view, especially on political topics. And this hidden evaluation reflects that the national or political stance of the network, even though the news seems factual. And for the next slide is about the discussion. The discussion from this research is that TikTok formats alter news delivery style. The format of TikTok, short, fast, and visual, change how news is shared, as it becomes harder for the audience to notice hidden meaning. Like in TikTok, there is a news that is 2 minutes, 1 minute, or even 30 seconds. And even though the new clips are short, they can still carry political message. As the study shows that CDA is useful for finding this message, especially when the audience might not realize that they are being influenced. And last but not least is the conclusion. In conclusion, TikTok news may look uh, TikTok news may look simple and neutral, but it can contain deeper message. The study proved that even in a short clip, ideology can be presented. It reminds us to think critically about the news we see online, especially on the social media. As we know, CDA is a powerful tool to uncover what is really being said. But before that, I would like to ask one question. I would like to end this with a few questions. Do you think actually TikTok helps or harms how people understand news? That's it for me. Thank you.